I had a question for Judge Lamberth. I'm a reporter from Ohio. I've never heard of a FISA judge, and you sound like a fascinating interview. Are you precluded from speaking to the press about your experiences? And two, is there a public access point where some of these records from FISA courts would be available to us, even at the conclusion of a case?
First, I'm not prohibited from speaking, but every judge of the FISA court has thought it was a bad idea. No one has spoken publicly except me, and I've been very careful to be sure I wasn't talking about anything classified. Most of the judges were aghast when I made the first talk. Attorney General Reno was under a lot of criticism at the time, and actually thought it would be useful if I spoke to the ABA National Security Law Committee about the FISA process. And I thought that it could be helpful to the public if they had an independent view of what Attorney General Reno was doing. And that I thought she was doing a terrific job at the time of carefully scrubbing and making sure that the applications that were presented were correct. And I thought the public could hear from a judge why we have this rubber stamp image and why I don't think it's accurate. And I said to the ABA, anyone who knows my background with the government would not think Chief Justice Rehnquist put me on the court to be a rubber stamp for the government. So I thought it was really something that could be said publicly. But I would say most of the judges of the FISA court are still very uncomfortable with somebody like me appearing even in this forum and do not think it's a proper subject. In terms of access to records, there are no records that are not classified that the FISA court has.
The numbers, the overall numbers.
The overall numbers are reported by the Justice Department to the AO each year, and then the AO makes them public. And that's the number of applications. But one application can have a number of telephones, I'll put it that way. So those numbers are not necessarily that instructive of what the real process is.